It's the most comprehensive review to date of the effects of medical cannabis on mental health.
Many doctors and psychologists are still sitting on the fence when it comes to prescribing medical marijuana. That's why UBCO Professor Zach Walsh and his team spent months reviewing most of the research already done. Their conclusion, medical cannabis does have a role in treating mental illnesses, including drug addiction.
For things like addictions, we found some good evidence that people are using cannabis as a substitute for potentially more harmful drugs, like opioids, for example. And I think that's particularly interesting now, given that we're experiencing this terrible opioid epidemic.
Walsh says the review also found that cannabis can help with alcohol addiction.
People don't say that you have to go off your prescription medications while you're getting treatment for alcohol, and so we're suggesting that people take a similar approach and not add medical cannabis use to all the many obstacles that people face in getting treatment for their addictions.
I'm an abstinence-based person.
Professor Walsh's study is a tough sell for people like Susie Galemba. She's an addiction counselor who is not sold on treating a drug problem with another drug.
I'm not a real proponent of the use of marijuana at all. I know that it can lead to things like schizophrenia and people that are young that are chronic marijuana users. I think that there's probably not enough research that's been done yet on this, but certainly we're willing to keep an eye on this.
If they have a harm reduction perspective, are going to think, yeah, I would like to see someone live a drug-free lifestyle, but in the meantime, I'd rather see them using cannabis than using opioids or drinking excessively.
Walsh says the study also found evidence that cannabis may help with symptoms of depression, PTSD, and anxiety. The Canadian Mental Health Association says it's interested in the study, but says it needs to see some proof.
And when there's more understood about how or where or in what ways marijuana could be part of helping people to cope, we're interested in hearing the evidence.
While the UBCO research finds potential mental health benefits for medical marijuana, it's not for everyone. Walsh's study also found that it might cause more harm to people who are bipolar or suffer from psychosis. Kelly Hayes, Global News, Kelowna.